is happening? I'm gonna do my best not to talk over it.
Welcome to the State of Azeroth. When I was thinking about what the State of Azeroth actually means, I started to reflect on why we started doing annual updates in the first place. I remember in 2022 when we were in the twilight of the Shadowlands expansion and Dragonflight was about to launch. The Classic team was cooking on the Burning Crusade and prepping Wrath of the Lich King Classic. It was around this time that a new era emerged for the WoW team. One where we were rapidly evolving and storming toward the future with you on our minds. We created what we call the Live Team to not only support a new 8-week patch cadence, but also noodle on experimental gameplay in modern WoW. This led to Mists of Pandaria Remix, Legion Remix, Plunderstorm, Overcharge Delves, and more. This energy allowed us to be more confident, more committed, and more excited than ever before for both modern and classic WoW. And it led us to share our first ever long-term roadmap to bring us closer to the community that inspires us. Our confidence and commitment since those days has not wavered, and we will continue to share our plans. So what does this all mean? Then and now. It means you are the spark that lights our way. The Warcraft universe has lived for 3 decades because of players who make it meaningful.
Oh my God,
and who
we're
give us
old.
the opportunity and creative energy to make even more of it. Today, we're on the cusp of the Midnight expansion, and we're excited for the stories that will be told, the memories made, and the triumphs we will earn together as we defend our world once again. Light versus Void has been ever present in WoW, and we will charge into the fray with the Heronir and Devourer Demon Hunters by our side. The campaign of Midnight is the kind of story that will find your heart, whether you've just joined us in Azeroth, been with us the entire 21 years, or somewhere in between. Together, we will experience all that Midnight has to offer as we work our way toward the 3rd and final installment of the World Soul Saga, called The Last Titan. We will learn what it means to carry loss and still move forward. Heroism isn't perfection. It's a winding road of choices we make when things are hardest. And when our idea of the world is shattered, our notion of home will be paramount. There must be time for rest, creativity, and community. In short, housing. You've been asking for this feature since the early days of WoW. We wanted to build it, and we knew it had to live up to 20 years of hopes and dreams. And on top of that, whatever housing started with, it had to be poised to grow and evolve over many years and be guided by our players. And here we are, with player housing about to enter full release with the Midnight expansion. During Housing Early Access, you have absolutely blown our minds. In the first 2 weeks alone, you all spent over 4 million hours in your houses and neighborhoods. That's over 450 years. And you placed over 14 million decor items in that time. The most gold has been spent on the secretive bookcase wall, of course, because who doesn't love a secret door?
Yeah.
I always say, never underestimate players. And thank you for proving me right.
I think there's zero reason to hate on
over
housing.
Again. It's been a beautiful
I think it's just
reminder
being
that
mean
everyone
or
enjoys
hating.
Azeroth.
I think
in
it's
their own
good.
way.
It's really good.
And on that note, we want to see even more of that creativity. We recently announced the launch of Azeroth Interiors, which is our Midnight Renovation Challenge. This is a global invitational for WoW creators and community members who are competing in a battle unlike anything we've ever seen before. Instead of swords and shields, their weapons are mood boards, boundless creativity, and finesse with our tools. So head over to your favorite creator channels and check out their concepts for what they will be building over the next month. Over time, our updates to housing will be driven by what you want and what you need to make your dreams real as you continue to explore, imagine, and push the tools to their limits. We'll have more about the updates you can expect in housing in a few moments. If you've played WoW before, one of the coolest parts about housing when you open up your inventory for the first time is to see all the housing items you've collected without even knowing it because of achievements you got in past expansions. It's like a trip down memory lane. And speaking of memories, let's talk about WoW Classic. Over the past 6 years, I really can't believe it's been 6 years.
Sorry
Classic
to
has been
interrupt.
an expression
Looking
of love
fresh,
for the
King.
early years of
Here's
WoW
to another
and
month.
bringing it to you in a variety of flavors. Between our hardcore, seasonal, and progression realms, you've shown us the ongoing potential of WoW and Classic are limitless. We take that to heart and we will continue to honor that. Today, Mists of Pandaria Classic continues in the original Classic realms, with the next major milestone being the release of the Escalation update in a few weeks. It includes a new quest campaign, new battlegrounds, scenarios, and more. We're going to release the Mists of Pandaria patches over time as we have with previous expansions, and you can expect the Siege of Orgrimmar and the return of Timeless Isle later this year. The launch of Burning Crusade Classic on our anniversary realms is also on our doorstep. Another round of Illidan taunts and Fellreaver terrors. The Outlands, Kara, Mag, and more are coming later this year
comics.
too. We also launched seasonal Titan Reforged realms in Classic for our players in China. Why? Not only are our audiences between Modern and Classic unique, so are our WoW players in China. We made those realms for them, based on how they play.
Guys, they did this for me.
And that's not all we're cooking up. I can say with confidence that all Classic players across the globe have a lot to look forward to. I'm really excited to announce that... I guess we'll save that for later.
What did she say?
So,
Chromie's back?
Back to where I began. What is the state of Azeroth? It's alive.
That's the Classic Plus announcement right there, guys. That's it.
And we plan to keep it that way with your help and guidance as we listen to your feedback and act on it. Soon you will see us launch surveys and games so we can get your thoughts and feedback. Listening to you is our commitment. We mean it, and we aim to keep proving it. We want to give you the place, space, and tools to play how you want to play and live how you want to live in Azeroth. That's our North Star. We want our humble universe to be the place you go to when you have a bit of free time, when you need to recharge alongside your friends and family after a long day, or when you need an escape. Let off steam by conquering a boss, role-playing, now decorating, mogging, PvPing, exploring, whatever. A fantasy home in every sense, where strangers become friends and friends become neighbors. And we have a plan to help those of you looking for your people. Those players who enjoy the same things in WoW that you do.
What do you mean by
We're
that?
calling it the WoW Ambassador Program, which is all about the community helping the community, as it often does. This is less about us and more about you. A bit of an experiment to help connect you with players and communities that are filled with others who play how you play, or how you want to play. Our ambassadors are helpful friends from within our very own WoW community, and you can check out our website for more details.
WoW Ambassador.
As you know, community is our mainstay.
Ambassador.
And in the era of housing, we wanted to do what we can to support those who need more than pixels when it comes to having a place to live. This year, we're excited to be partnering with Habitat for Humanity with a charity pet pack that we hope, with your support, will help provide safety and shelter to families in need of affordable homes. Habitat for Humanity has helped more than 65 million people globally. This charity pet pack includes the adorable Rufus, who will be available in both Modern and Classic WoW. Rufus loves to build, something you'll see in action if he's left idle for too long. Those of you who play Modern WoW will also get a doghouse, a bowl, and a bed. We're incredibly excited to be supporting Habitat for Humanity this year, and we'll have more information to share about how you can bring Rufus home soon.
I think we hit every bingo,
always,
by the way.
You
for
are
charity.
Our heroes, our heartbeat, and our gratitude is everlasting. I'll see you at BlizzCon 2026, and of course, at home in Azeroth.
That's not it, right? There's more, right? No, that was the intro, guys. That was the intro. They're gonna show us more. There's no way that's it. Ball roadmap or something.
Hey everyone, and thank you, Holly. I'm Ian Hazzikostas, Game Director for World of Warcraft. I want to start off by saying thank you, as always, to our community for your continued passion, for the time you put into this world, and for your boundless creativity. It has been so amazing seeing so many folks jump into housing over the last couple of months. I'll be talking more about this later, but I just wanted to start out by saying, on behalf of everyone who had any part in bringing housing to life, that we are simply in awe of what you've already created. We knew you'd make incredible homes, but the community response has just blown away our expectations.
That's cool.
There simply is no World of Warcraft without you, our community. We are honored to be a part of this world.
Really?
And to be the caretakers of something that has remained so special and so important to so many people for so long. Today, I'd like to share with you a bit of what we're up to with World of Warcraft, in terms of the right now present stuff, the fast approaching launch of Midnight, and a small peek at some of the bigger things that we have planned for 2026. Now, obviously, I can't go too far into all the details, especially with so many of our plans tied up in story spoilers and us wanting to keep some surprises. But we think there is a ton to look forward to for all residents of Azeroth in the year ahead. So let's get right into it. As we stand here today, we are just over a month from launching Midnight and getting the game into your hands. The team is working hard to polish up the last details of the expansion, iron out bugs, refine features, and just overall get this thing ready for you to dive into.
This is like Zangarmarsh.
But between now and then, there's still plenty to do and see in WoW today.
Midnight pre-patch expansion
we are kicking
update.
Off the Midnight pre-launch event called Twilight Ascension. This event will run until Midnight's launch on March 2nd. This is where the stakes start to crystallize, and the threat we face begins to take real shape, and the void makes itself felt in our world. This is a repeatable event in which you'll join Magister Umbric and Grand Magister Ramath in their efforts to keep the Twilight's Blade at bay at locations around the world. You'll be killing rares, completing world quests, and defeating bosses as you earn limited time rewards like pets, mounts, transmogs, and of course, some fresh housing decor for your home. The 12.0 pre-patch that recently went live also includes a ton of the new features and improvements that are tied to Midnight. Demon Hunters out there can get started playing the new Void-themed Devourer range specialization. Or Void Elf Demon Hunters can be unlocked with a short quest line.
Whoa,
some of the baseline systems improvements and
Hunter.
updates that went live include our new Transmog 2.0 system, which includes situational outfit swapping, an improved UI, and finally, slot-based Transmog, so you don't have to constantly
I think this is W, but they need to show better Transmog. These Transmogs are
For players new to PvP, learn the ropes in the training
Bad
grounds.
representation.
Expanding and revamping the idea found in Compstomp, players will join a battle against smarter game-controlled opponents in Arathi Basin, Silver Shard Mines, and Battle for Gilneas. Also kicking off this week is the Winds of Mysterious Fortune, a limited-time event where XP and reputation gains are boosted across the board, especially reputation.
I like the card thing.
We think this is another great way to get caught up ahead of Midnight, whether it's leveling an alt to join the fray or fast-tracking some of those rep-based decor items that you've been chasing. And as part of this celebration of Midnight, we are granting a special limited-time Dark Portal decor item to every player with an active WoW subscription who logs in between now and the launch of the expansion.
That looks
Finally,
sick.
Welcome Back Weekend also starts today. If you're not currently subscribed to WoW, but you've had a subscription in the past, from now until February 1st, you can explore the WoW base game for free up to level 80, including all level up content, pre-launch events, the recent system updates I've been talking about, a completely overhauled returning player experience, and more than 20 years of Azeroth's world and story. We are so excited about Midnight and all that's been going on with WoW, and we really want to make sure that we're making it easy for you to come check it all out.
Okay.
The level cap is of course increasing to 90, and you'll be leveling through 4 new and reimagined zones, full of new questing content, both campaign chapters as well as local stories, and additional chapters waiting for you at max level. Midnight is introducing 8 new dungeons, 11 new delves, and a new delve companion, Valera, as well as the praise system to add a layer of depth, challenge, and intrigue to your outdoor world gameplay. We have new PvP features coming in Midnight, like the new epic battleground Slayer's Rise, which also exists as an outdoor world space for those of you who prefer world PvP in war mode. You can also spend some time in the Arcantina, a mystical tavern where you can rub elbows with some big names in WoW lore, learn more about them, and complete quests on their behalf.
Rub elbows.
Now, a couple of weeks after launch, Season 1 will kick off in full. That update will pull the story forward through a host of new content. First off, we have the 6-boss raid, the Voidspire, that really is going to be the beginning of a capstone to the story that we're telling at the start of Midnight. We're also going to have a smaller 1-boss raid called the Dream Rift, as well as 4 new world bosses in the outdoor world. As we kick off our seasons, we're going to have a new pool of Mythic Plus dungeons, 4 new Midnight dungeons along with 4 updated Legacy dungeons, our new Delve season, and of course a new PvP season where you can test your skills and earn cutting-edge rewards. And with the training grounds I mentioned earlier, hopefully there'll be a smoother on-ramp into PvP for those who are trying to get into the ecosystem for the first time. Now, a couple of weeks after that, we're also going to have a third raid zone, the March on Caldenas, a new 2-boss raid that really caps off this initial chapter of the Midnight story and brings us closer to what will come next. The addition of story mode to World of Warcraft has made it so that any player can experience these moments for themselves, and we want to continue to lean in, giving you ways to live the story of Azeroth no matter how you choose to play. Whether you want to jump in and tackle raids, do delves, or just hang out in the Arcantina and have a chat. Our goal, as always, is to give you lots to do and tons to choose among, and we can't wait to see how you choose to adventure across the unfolding story of Midnight. As I said earlier, we have been utterly overwhelmed by your creativity and your ingenuity during housing so far, and of course, by your feedback. As Holly said, we want you to help us build this feature together. We want to hear more of what you're interested in, more of what's working and what's not working, and your feedback is directly informing the decisions we make. You've already seen some quality of life improvements go live over the last couple of months, but we're keeping a close eye on housing to continually improve the feature from every angle, whether we're talking about economy adjustments, UI updates, or all new functionality. We want to keep finding opportunities to support the creative expression that you invent, like making it easier to float your house, for example. Right off the bat, there's a couple of things we already have in mind. We've heard from many of you that your cozy creation doesn't quite feel complete without the ability for some of your companion pets to wander around it and get into trouble. So we want to offer the ability to place those pets there, as well as showcasing more of your cosmetic collections in general. Like, for example, being able to hitch a couple of your favorite mounts up in your yard outdoors. We're working on delivering that as well. We've also seen and heard that as you're expressing that boundless creativity, and maybe making something like, say, a grand piano that you cobble together from a dozen different decor pieces, it can be frustrating when you realize that you have your grand creation, but it's not quite in the spot you want it to be in, and you want to move it just a few feet over to the side. Right now, you pretty much have to deconstruct and reconstruct the thing to do that. Well, we want to make it so that you can just click and drag, mass select the multiple pieces, and move them over. While we're at it, let's also have the ability to copy and paste. So if you want to have a few of those grand pianos, you can just copy, paste, 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 and there you go. Now, speaking of copying and pasting, we've also heard from many of you that as you're browsing these amazing creative designs that your fellow players are coming up with, you wish that it would be easier to just grab them and import them as a starting point for your own experimentation. Or maybe you've cooked up something that you're really proud of and you want to share it with your friends or the community at large. So we're working on creating import and export codes for easy sharing and exchanging of your house designs. Along the way, to give you even more freedom in what you can do, you're going to see decor budgets, both for interior and exterior placement, continue to increase. Some of that is the product of things we're learning about technical limits on the system, but also just a desire to give.
Guys, Class Plus is coming. They're going through one by one. They're talking about retail WoW.
Some of the stuff we're working on.
Probably Mr. Pandaria.
List, but we're
and then Classic.
On bigger things for housing as well.
TBC
Once
probably.
Endeavors go live with Midnight Launch, we'll be paying very close attention to just how they liven up your neighborhoods and how you interact with them to determine how best to support the things you want to see from that feature going forward. All of this is just the ground floor for housing in World of Warcraft. This is the foundation of a feature that we want to be a reflection of your life and times in Azeroth, and we're serious about expanding it and improving it alongside you in the years to come. So again, thank you so much for your passion and your feedback so far. Keep telling us what you want from housing, and we will keep listening, and we will keep it coming. Now it's time to get into the content updates you can look forward to beyond the launch of Midnight. We have a few things to share today, starting with more specific plans, and then getting a bit more vague as we move later into the year with details to follow. So first off, shortly after Midnight's launch, patch 1205 will hit our public test realm. This update finds us in the immediate aftermath of those Season 1 raids, which, would you believe, didn't quite fully resolve the threat that Xal'atath poses to Azeroth. And so we're going to see void assaults begin to pop up across the outdoor world. These will bring new enemies for us to fight, new reasons to rally to defend Azeroth, and of course, new rewards along with it.
Okay.
On the lighter side, we're also going to be adding a prop hunt-inspired event as a small diversion from this pitched battle raging between the light and the dark. In this event, you're going to queue up and find yourself on a team facing off against
Wait,
another
I
small
actually
team of
like
5
this.
in a location like Silvermoon City.
I actually like
or the
this.
Alliance
These are
Import
fun.
neighborhoods,
These
where
are fun.
one team uses
Dude,
enchantment and
oh
illusion
my.
to disguise
Okay,
themselves
I'm gonna
properly
play
as
this.
innocuous
I
props
like this
and try to
stuff.
hide in the environment, while
This
the
is
other team
cool.
tries
This
to
is
seek them
cool.
out. This event is not going to do much when it comes to beating back the Void and saving Azeroth, but it is a way to find some
It's a
fun
fun
in the face
little
of an
thing
ever-present,
to do with your
ever-growing
friends.
threat. Our next small update,
I'll take
1207,
it.
brings a further escalation of these Void assaults.
That's the most exciting
but
thing right
also
now.
A standalone one-boss raid.
That's
We're
the
excited
most
to get away
exciting
from the
thing.
idea of raids being consigned to just these massive twice-a-year updates. And we want to lean more into the flexibility.
That's the most
of matching
exciting
the
thing for me
content
right
that
now,
we
the
offer
prop
with the
hunt.
narrative and just fun opportunities that we see. to
Shut
tell
your
stories
ass
of
up. Talk
different
more about the
shapes
prop
and sizes.
hunt. Give me 2 more.
All of
Give
this
me
brings
3
us
more.
to the first
That's the
major
best
Midnight
thing they
content
said so
update,
far.
12.1.
That's the best
Now,
thing
I
they
can't reveal
said.
the name, setting, or really much of anything specific about this update yet, but I can share that 12.1 will bring with it a large new outdoor questing space full of max level content, a new raid, and of course new seasons, so an updated Mythic Plus dungeon pool, new PvP and delve rewards, and the continued refinements and expansion that you'd expect from a major content update in WoW.
Okay.
This patch is also going to bring an overhaul of our friend system that makes it easier for you to keep up with friends you have and make new friends along the way. Next up
Friend
comes
system.
12.1.5, which brings with it an
BlizzCon.
all-new content type. We have seen how passionately the community has taken to delves, and we want to support this with even more flexibility and experimentation. For those of you who love delve gameplay, but wish there were something a little more than the bite-sized experiences we currently offer, we are adding a new feature that we're currently calling labyrinths.
Friends.
These are inspired by mega dungeons in a sense, and labyrinths are
Looks
large,
cool.
sprawling delve experiences that you can
Whoa,
tackle all at once
they're cooking
or just
hard.
a bit at a time, depending on your schedule and preference. They're going to have a different form and reward structure than you're used to seeing in your delves, but they will keep the core elements of exploring and besting foes alongside your trusty delve companion. Beyond that, and also in 12.1.5, we are planning another small one-boss raid in this window. Unlike the raid in 12.07, which is more of a standalone thing, this raid is going to be a direct continuation of Midnight's narrative, bridging us and setting the stage for the next major update in the following year, which we'll talk about down the line. Later in the year, we also have a new standalone event coming from the same group of mad scientists who brought you game modes like Plunderstorm or Remix.
Okay.
We'll have more to share on this as we get closer to the date, but this is going to be another separate standalone mode that exists alongside the core World of Warcraft.
Okay.
And all of this, of course, is going to be accompanied by the steady, fast flow of content that you're used to seeing. Holiday updates, events like Turbulent Timeways, and much more. We want to keep moving at the live service pace you've come to expect since Dragonflight and that we've continued through the War Within, making sure there's always something new and exciting on the horizon.
Road to BlizzCon.
Now that's the big stuff we have to share right now. But there's still way more to come in Midnight and in World of Warcraft as a whole, and we can't wait for you to see it. We also have this little thing called BlizzCon coming up in just under 8 months. And while I can't say too much today, what I can say is that this is going to be one for the ages. We really hope to see you there and to show you
Really?
some of how we're thinking about the next 20 years of everything Warcraft. You're not going to want to miss this one. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you to every single member of this community for being a part of the journey with us. But before we go, however, I just want to share one
Okay, here's
last
the classic thing. Here's the classic
We
thing.
know the Void and Xalatath are dark threats, and that the stakes are high, and the tone of Midnight can be dire. But we also never want to forget that Azeroth is, for all of us, home. It's a place of light, community, family, and friends. This is a world that could warm the heart of even the Prince of Darkness.
Prince of Darkness. Oh shit, yo, we haven't got a new WoW animation in a while. Okay, this is kind of badass.
Yes! yes.
Adventure is calling you. They really want to sell that housing pitch, which is a W, but not an animation or a game or anything. That was so effing bad. They really made an AI generated trailer for nothing. Oh, the Rogue. I thought that was gonna be like a Netflix show or something. I thought that was cool, but I don't know if that said anything, right? Because they already talked about housing a million times. I did think it was really badass at the start, but then she was like, yes. I was like, oh, what the heck? I also am not a fan. I think the animation was really cool and it worked on that character, but I do like in World of Warcraft when elves have like the shiny eye. They keep trying to make it where they have human eyes, and I'm not a fan of that, I feel like. So housing is like the next thing in expansion. That pretty much is it for the expansion, right? Well, there was a lot of boss. They said there's new BGs and they didn't share everything, which is reasonable, right? I don't think that was a bad showcase. I think people just want more. And WoW has a lot of communities such as Retail WoW, Mr. Pandora, and Classic WoW. And Classic WoW on Twitch is pretty damn big, right? And they didn't show anything for Classic Plus, so a lot of Classic people will not be happy about them not talking anything about Classic, only retail housing stuff. They did show a little bit too much of the housing. I do think housing is really cool, 10 out of 10. They did a fantastic job, but they did push it a lot. Like, the whole video length was like housing, I feel like. Again, I like it, but maybe they showcased it too much. I don't think it was bad overall. People were just expecting to see different things. And I think the Classic players are disappointed and they have rights to be disappointed. However, we all knew that they would just hint Classic WoW, right? That's why we all said Classic WoW would be hinted. I don't think it was bad. It's just Classic players and maybe even the retail players, they were expecting a little bit more. Launch, winter, 4 new zones, midnight campaign, a new level cap, Hall Runner, Prey system, 10 new delves, 8 new dungeons, 3 new raids. And this is for TBC, launch, level cap increase, Outland accessible, raids, Karazhan, Gruul's Lair, and Magtheridon, Arena Season 1. Void Assault prop hunt. That's probably the best thing ever. Overlords of Outland. The Eye of Serpent Shrine Cavern. Ogla Shatari Skyguard daily content. New profession recipes. Druid Swift Flight Form. Arena Season 2. Base for Escalation. New quest campaign and Battlefield, Baron World event, new system challenge, and boss and brawlers guild. 4 new scenarios and heroic scenarios. Legendary questline progression. New zone, new raid, new dungeon, new delve, new world boss, housing, social, UI update. Black Temple. Summer. Okay, OnlyFans has probably come out in the summer then. Mount Highjaw and Black Temple, Netherwing daily content, Epic Gems, Arena Season 3. Phase 5, Siege of Orgrimmar, Timeless Isle, Raid, Siege of Orgrimmar, Proving Ground, Season 14. New Celestial Dungeon, difficulty and reward. September 12. Labyrinth, new raid, new content, and system. The Gods of Zulaman. Story and quest. Holiday update. New standalone mode. Turbulent Timeway. Fury of Sunwell. Sunwell Plateau. Isle of the Quel'Thalas. Quel'Danas? I thought it was Quel'Thalas. Well done, Nos. Arena Season 4. Okay, it's a different place, actually. I know what they're talking about. Well, TBC we already know. Mob we already know. This is just how they're going to release it with the dates. Retail stuff, I feel like we are all kind of out of touch on it because I've been playing a lot of Classic WoW and my community is pretty Classic WoW heavy. So I'm still going to give it a shot. See how the Season 1 plays out. I'm probably going to have fun with that a lot. This will be cool. I'll give it a shot. I want to give it a fair shot. I don't want to be negativity number one. I'm trying to be positivity number one this year. I don't want to hate on things too hard without trying it. So I'd like to try it out.